What's going on, everybody? It's Trey Neal here, and welcome to a live day trading recap video. I've got a roller coaster of a day for you all today, as you might have been able to tell from the title and thumbnail, but you're going to get a handful of live trades in this video, so it's probably going to be a little bit of a longer video. I'll try to keep it as concise as possible, but I want you all to be able to see the trades, see what happens during the trades. That's the point of watching a live day trading recap, right? So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you stick around, because after the live trades, there's also kind of a lot of off-camera trades today. I did keep trading for most of the day after just the morning recording session. So we'll go over those trades. We'll go over the trader view stats. You guys get to see the real equity curve since we started trading this system. So hopefully you're excited. If you are, hit like, please. It really does help. If you're new around here, hit the red subscribe button. It's free. With that being said, let's get into the live trades. Yep, we are long here. Okay, we are long the markets at 447.08. Once again, I don't love getting long when it's going off of yesterday's bars. It's breaking down bars from yesterday and we gapped down. I feel like that makes this long a little bit scary, but if the proven strategy takes it, we take it, right? We got a little bit of a bounce immediately. And once again, I just said this to my stream, but I'll say this so YouTube can hear it as well. This is where the strategy can have its big winners, because we're currently looking all the way up here for profit, right? And not that I think we're going to get that, but this is where we can get those big wins. It's also where we can get big losses, though, because we are also not looking to sell until all the way up here. So if SPY does roll hard here, which it's starting to, this is also a place. This is a riskier, a wider P&L type of trade. That's what this kind of trade is. This open buy based off of yesterday's candles, but proven strategy takes it. We take it. Super stoned trading algo so easy. Jacob can attest. Even when you can do it even stoned. You can trade the algorithm even when stoned. Got some SPY puts at close with some of yesterday's profits. Done for the day. My man. I like that. After the huge run that SPY made over the last 6 days, taking some puts overnight, kind of, having an idea that futures probably need to pull back and need to take a breath. Where's the high day scanner? Oh shit, sorry. High of day scanner is here. Sorry about that. It's loading now. There you go. Should be high of day scanner now. All right, we're down $30 in this trade so far. Let's see what it gets up to. Obviously, we're not close to looking to sell yet. We are not close to looking to sell yet. It's, like I said, when entering this trade, it is riskier, but it do be like that sometimes. Now I need to pop out my stream chat because I closed while I'm covering Streamlabs with the high day scanner. So easy, you can do it and set up your stream at the same time. Pop out chat. Yes, thank you. Okay. Now I can see chat again. Hello, everybody. It needed a breath, yeah. I mean, SPY has been just on a ridiculous tear the last 6 days. It's not surprising. We talked about this, and we talked about it yesterday. We talked about it's not surprising to see a pullback after that run, right? CELZ pushed its way up to 390, but is now pulling back. You got VWAP here at 330s. Is the high day scanner working? It is. Okay. Sorry, yeah, I forgot to get that set up pre-market open. I do see NRSN on the high day scan. By the way, GME rolling over a little bit. Do see NRSN. This is the stock that went crazy the other day. Go. Nice. Anybody trading this? Popping over VWAP over 650. Speaking of 50, we're down $50 in our trade. SPY is very volatile right now, though. I mean, we just went from down 50 to down 35 in a couple ticks. It's very volatile here out of open. Couple more bars, the sell obviously comes all the way down here. And a couple of more bars, currently the sell is still looking, I believe, at this bar. So in a couple more bars, the sell will come down here and will be much closer to actually getting out of this trade. Right now, we're nowhere near because it's based off of yesterday's bars, which, once again, is what makes this trade a little scary, but... KOS. Is that Coles? Is Coles moving? That's what this is. KOS, right? That is Coles, right? Just gonna say that with chest and not even check. I'm pretty sure that's Coles. Okay. Yeah. Nice perk out of open here. Givo. Yep. Givo pushing up as well. Grinding up. As far as our trade goes, we are down $25 now. Just kind of chilling. I mean, obviously we're down. It showed some weakness after entrance, but nothing really crazy. Nothing really crazy. Spy's just kind of hanging out here, which is honestly kind of perfect. I mean, obviously it would have been great to get the rip up and sell up here, but while we're waiting for the sale to come down here, this kind of hanging out is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So we are now looking at this bar for sell. So on the next bar, our sell comes down to today. So the next bar is realistically the first one that's going to be a potential exit if we get a push. We'll see what happens though. Obviously, this could still roll over on us. But what do, chat? We trust the system. AMC perking up here. Any apes? Any AMC apes in chat? You guys happy about the run? Obviously, you would be happy, I guess. Life. L-I-F-E. Nice push on life, yeah. Nice push on life. That's a fun statement. Nice push on life. Okay, so now we are looking here. Here is our sell now. Today's bars are now our sell. So we can just get focused in on this. Down $34. And starting to roll a little bit. Pushing towards lows. Hopefully this doesn't get gross. But if it does, it does. That's part of it. I do understand that this system has a weakness and that it can get caught in large pullbacks. I do understand that. I just have not found a way to implement a stop loss that makes the strategy make more money. Does that make sense? Every time I implement a stop loss, the strategy gets way worse. I really do think a large reason this strategy works is because it holds through this pain. How many times does it hold through pain, hold through breakdowns, and we still make money? When you start selling those breakdowns, you stop. I don't know. I really feel like that's why the strategy works. I'm not saying that we will never find a stop loss that can cut these big losers out, but I just haven't found one yet. I actually think that's going to be our video we do this weekend. Yes, LBPS ripped into a halt pretty randomly. Okay. But I do think that's going to be a video we do this weekend, as I'm going to test some stop losses on the strategy. Because I do understand that its biggest weakness is it needs breakups to get out, right? So, and this isn't that yet, but, you know, if this thing starts rolling, we just start losing a lot of money, right? But I also think that a part of it is sometimes you just got to deal with that. If you're going to use a system that is always selling rips or buying dips and selling rips, sometimes you're going to get caught in large breakdowns. I think it's just kind of part of it. They have warrants. Oh, LBPSW. Anybody watching the warrants during the halts? Ugh, no volume. No volume. But yes, there is warrants. A lot of people like to go trade the warrants on stocks that are halted because obviously the warrants track the underlying and they're still trading. But there's no volume in these. That's dangerous. Okay, we are down $60. They dumped into a little bit. We are still looking to sell. Our sell bar is still up here. Sell bar is still up here. We're actually still looking for profit. But that's going to obviously come down. It's going to go back up. It's going to come way down. No thinking. What was the whole point of yesterday's video? The whole backstory of yesterday's video was who gives. You don't have to care. It's why you prove a mechanical edge. You don't have to think. You don't have to care. There's no stress. Tesla doing Tesla stuff? Is it tracking SPY? Oh, no, it's not really tracking SPY. Tesla, very strong. Ooh, Tesla back over 1,000. Nice, thank you. If you guys, by the way, you guys watching this on YouTube are going to be like, why is he talking about all these random stocks? The people on Twitch, people in my Twitch chat, there's 150 people in here right now, are calling out stocks that are moving. If you all are struggling to figure out what stocks are moving intraday and struggling to find stocks to trade, come join the Twitch. This link right there. There's always people talking about what stocks are moving. We tried to spike here, didn't we? But topping tail. The sell is now, the sell is actually down here now. We're actually not super far away from the sell bar here. If it gets up and over this will be a sell trigger candle. Not far away. Let's see. This is going to be a loss. Well, I mean, unless we get... anything can happen. Unless we get a rip, I guess. But looks like this trade is going to be a loss. Now let's see how much. CENN. Wow, there's a lot of stuff running this morning. A lot of individual names running this morning. CENN strong as well, chat. Andy, I can't say that on YouTube. You know that. There's things we can say on Twitch that we can't get away with on YouTube. Twitch isn't recorded. YouTube is. Actually, that's not true. My Twitch VODs are recorded. You can watch them for up to 2 weeks back. I think you can watch them. Or 1 week. Is it 1 week Twitch VODs? I don't know. Whatever. Okay. We are now a little bit higher on the sell. So the sell is actually up to here now. But we are getting that push. We are getting that push up towards it. We're only down $28 down, 25. Remember, we were down like almost 70 at lows. This is once again why I say, and who knows? We're not there yet. But if we get to sell this candle and lose 20 bucks, that's a perfect example of why stop losses make this strategy worse, right? Because every stop loss I could code would have been triggering down here, right? And I would have had to eat the $60, $50 loss. It's like, oh, Trey, well, it saves you from the $200 losers. You're not wrong, but more often than not, statistically, SPY gives you this kind of bounce back that you can get out for a much smaller loss than selling down here, right? And who knows? Once again, this could still roll over. We're not out of this yet, but this is a good example of why stop losses always make this strategy worse. Everyone that I've tried so far make this strategy worse. It's the auto caption bot on YouTube that gets channels in trouble, I believe. Starts writing down things that are being said out loud. Okay. We're still looking just about at this line. I think we're looking, actually, I know. We're looking at this candle now. We were looking at this candle previously, so we're looking at this candle to get out now. If it breaks that high, we're out. If it doesn't, we're not. Oh, great breakdown, Trey. Thanks. You're welcome. Here we go. Roll it back on over. It's a meme day, boys. Are all the memes moving? GME trying to get back up there a little. GME was leading the memes. I mean, GME had a huge day yesterday. Here's our roll back over, by the way. So, okay, we didn't get the great example of selling for less than down here. Now everybody that's results oriented is going to go, whoa, Trey, look, you could have sold. Listen, I get it. You're results oriented, but it's unfortunate we didn't get the perfect example of selling up here. But here's that roll back over we were talking about could happen. Oh, Trey, use your stop loss. Dick punch? Not at all. Not at all. Once again, the beauty of mechanical edges. You trade like you're supposed to trade. If you lose a lot of money, sometimes you're going to lose a lot of money. We know the strategy can lose a lot of money. but it's profitable in the long run. Trade like you're supposed to. That's what gets you out of your emotions, right? That's what gets you out of your emotions. Man, I wish I could play the music that we're listening to on Twitch on YouTube. You guys are missing out on some sick Rob Zombie right now. Freaking Dracula. Popping Monster on a rainy day while watching stocks. Listening to my workout playlist does make me want to drink my Monster, but I'm gonna refuse for now. To wait till I actually go to the gym later. GME cruising, yeah, GME popping up 16% on the day. Nice. Go on apes. Go on holders. I mean, you're still down. You're still down a shitload, but yeah, it's good. You're getting there. Getting there. Stop loss is counterintuitive to mean reversion software. That's why I think you need to think when you're in a trade and get out if it goes south. What's the difference? You say stop loss is counterintuitive, but you also say you need to stop. You need to sell if it goes south. What does that mean? What's the difference? That's just a stop loss, and at that point, it's a unstatistically proven stop loss. It's a randomly. It's a random order stop loss if it's not part of your system. Wow, I'm still getting buy follower bots. Wow, it's been a long time since I've had a buy follower bot. Maybe they're getting smarter. I put my channel on only followers can talk to stop those people. That one actually followed me and put it in. Nice. The buy follower bots are getting smarter, chat. In RSN, high a day test. I had that one up earlier. We got a lot of stuff moving today, we really do. We're down here trading SPY, obviously, but here you go, bounce back up. We're down 70, we're looking up 30 more cents to sell. We're looking up here right now. We're looking at this candle to sell. Who knows? I mean, this could be a long pullback. We could lose a couple $100 in this trade. I'm prepared to do that. I'm prepared. I know what the max drawdown, I know what the largest loss is of the strategy. It's important to have those statistics because you need to, because then you can prepare yourself for that trade, right? I'm prepared to take a $300 red trade. It's going to happen. I promise you, one day I'm going to take a $300 red trade if I keep trading the system exactly as it is with this size. And I'm comfortable with that. That's why, once again, it's another advantage of having statistics, having a system, is you know what can happen and you're comfortable. Well, you size in based off of what you are comfortable with that. LBPS is open. LBPS is open. Jeez Louise, nice push. Jeez Louise. I really just hit y'all with the Jeez Louise. Nice push. How much win rate of your previous penny stock strats? What? I don't know what that means. Let's go RC. Ooh, is RC a ticker? What is, I'm confused. You guys are confusing me. RC is a ticker, but it's not doing anything. Oh, Fruit Loops. Oh, Fruit Loops, would you look at that? Oh no, we're going red. Oh no. Runecraft? Are we playing RuneScape, bro? Let's go Runecraft. I can't go Runecraft right now. I'm playing trading stocks. Feels like a video game sometimes. We were just down triple digits. At that low, we were down triple digits. New minigame is out. Did OSRS launch a runecrafting minigame? How mad are the people that got 99 runecrafting the hard way? Don't rage quit. Rage quit the video game. That is the equivalent of, yeah, selling your trade here is the equivalent of rage quitting the video game, yeah. Ah, fuck it. I'm down so much. I'm just going to sell. I'm just going to sell at lows. I'm down so much. I just have to sell at lows, right? SPY gonna consolidate this level for a bit? Is it? Why? Why is it gonna consolidate this level for a little bit? Playing stocks where someone plays you. You are the character. Retail is the character, the NPC of the stock market video game world. See that short on AMC at 20? Did you short AMC, Paul? Very nice. Very nice. Slight demand zone here. What are the statistics that SPY consolidates inside demand zones? The manipulation in GVO is nuts. Isn't GVO just higher float? I think GVO is just a relatively high float stock, isn't it? Holy shit. It did roll over hard. It did. We looked at this one earlier. Okay, it's grinding. Cool. It did roll over hard. What's the float of GVO? I used to know, and I can't look it up, but you pay attention to my trade. Here we go, small bounce. We are still looking at the hot. We're currently looking at this bar. That bar is current sell. So next bar is this one, and then obviously in 2 more bars we come all the way down here. So if we can hold chill around here for 2 more minutes, we'll be very close to the sell. So this minute bar, if the next minute bar opens right here, we'll be exiting. This bar won't exit until up here, so there's a good chance that we're not exiting this bar. But if this bar holds up, looks like the next bar will be the exit. Who knows? Maybe it rolls over and dumps on us again. Could. Very easily could. Total is 202. Not sure if float. Should be 100 something. Oh, the outstanding is 202. Yeah, so it's a high float. That's why, I mean, algos take control of high float, low price stocks quite often. They love to play between the spread of high float, low price stocks. Rev B. Nice. Wow, there's a lot of low floats moving this morning. It's like yesterday. Okay, so this is now a sell candle. Wherever this candle closes, we're out of this trade. Wherever this candle closes, we are out of this trade. Yeah, it's like yesterday's pre-market where everything was ripping. It waited till market open today, but maybe the low float market's coming back a little bit, huh? It's now 2 days in a row where there's a lot of movement in the low floats, which is fun, obviously. I would love, and that's something actually I am working on, is a system for low floats, like a more defined system for low floats. It's just so hard. It's so much harder testing low floats, because then when I'm testing this system, I just run it against SPY. That's easy. When you're testing against low floats, you have to test it against different gapping stocks every day. It makes it a lot harder. Okay, 10 seconds, we're out of this candle. Look at this push. Once again, hey Trey, why don't you use stop losses, Trey? Because everybody's stop loss sold down there. I was down over $100 down here. Yes, I ended up losing money, but we ended up losing $58 instead of the 100 that everybody else was panic selling at, right? Immediately, unless this bar breaks down too much, the strategy is looking to short this bar. This is a current short candle. So let's stick around. Let's stick right here because in 30 seconds, unless this bar happens to break down largely, the strategy will be shorting this bar. Because now you are now getting, obviously, SPY is below the MA that it looks at to take shorts, and you're getting it breaking above levels. So here in 15 seconds, I do believe we are short. Straight from long to short. Love to see it. Sell into the pop and pretty much reverse your position. It's pretty much a reverse. Yep, we are short here. Okay, we just shorted the markets now at 446.35. pretty much, there's a minute gap in between, but we pretty much reversed this position. We were in a long that lost us money on this pop, so now we reverse into a short on the pop. And let's see what happens here. Are the highs including wicks? I want you to reread that question. Sorry, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but yes, that is what high is. That is what high means. Whenever somebody says high or low, they mean the wicks. Why would it be the high of the bar? That would be so. And I'm sorry. I mean, I understand. Maybe you just started, and that's fine. But when you're looking at a bar, this is open, this is closed. You're on red bars. Your top of your bar is open, bottom is closed, and then you have high and low. So yes, the high is considering wicks. Yes. Sorry, I probably sound like a huge asshole right there. I apologize. I understand when I sound like an asshole. I try to catch myself and apologize, but some people care for open and close. Well, I'm not saying I never said open and close. There's nothing to care about for open and close. The question was, are the highs including wicks though? Yes. The high is the wick. The wick is the high, right? Android. We're down 30 bucks in this trade here quickly. A candle shows high, low, open, close, which is why we use them. Yeah. You definitely don't want to be day trading off of line charts. I guess it wouldn't be impossible to prove. You'd have to prove a strategy using a line chart. It'd be really weird. Just use candle charts. If you're currently using line charts, just use candle charts instead. It's much better. Trust. Much better. Trust. Okay, we're getting a roll back in our direction a little bit here. Some of us are just learning. Yeah, I understand that. I do have to remember that. Rev B still pumping up over here to 240. Your single name or your individual name low floats have themselves a day, or have had themselves a morning. LBPS is getting crushed. It's actually downhold that LBPS is. Okay, we are back to break even on this position. Remember, we are now short. We shorted the open of this candle. So I know it looks better. It looks like, oh, Trey, you got short up there? No, TOS puts its orders at the close of wherever you got short. So we shorted. We're actually short from here, right? So we did get pushed into pretty hard for a second. And now we're back to a little bit green. Obviously, well, maybe not so obvious, but we do need a little bit more of a breakdown before we look to cover. Let us see what happens. Still love you. I'm a wee little baby, but a tough skin baby. Well, I just want you to. I want you to. I try to teach critical thinking too, right? Like high. That's what high is. High is high, right? High is not this. High is this. Oh, look, you got gifted a sub. There, does that make you feel better? Oh, I'm gonna start being an asshole more. Oh. Now I'm going to be an asshole to everybody that asks me questions. If they get gifted subs from it, dude, hell yeah. This is a good business model. Okay, this is now a cover candle. Wherever this candle closes, we are out of the trade. We're up 25 bucks currently. But we're not out until it closes, so anything can happen still. I'm going to start being an asshole to everybody. They get gifted subs. Hell yeah, bro. Thanks for the gifted sub, Decrate. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. Alrighty, we're up 40 bucks in this trade. Very, very nice. Once again, if I would have gotten short here, so many stop loss strategies would have gotten stopped out here. When I was down, I think I was down 40, 50 bucks in this trade, right? How many stop losses would have been triggered? Almost all of them would have been triggered. There might be some strategies that wouldn't have triggered yet. But so many people would have gotten stopped out. Okay, we're going to short SPY. Ah, shit, we're getting squeezed. Okay, I'll stop. I'll eat the loss. And then it immediately dumps and goes the direction they want. Once again, I think that's why the strategy works so good. I really, really do. I really, really do think that's why the strategy works so good. Okay, we're out here. $20 win. Not too shabby. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, it got a nice break up from the lows down here. Would have been nice to be covering down here, I guess, but it is what it is. Down 40 bucks on the day now. That's why it's important to, once again, mechanically edge. By the way, this is going to be a long candle. It's important to have a mechanical edge. You can start to pull reports out of your edge and start to know what your max loss is, what your single trade max loss is over the last year, what your max drawdown is over the last year. It's important to know that stuff so you're safe, so you feel comfortable with it, right? I know this strategy has taken a $290 red trade. I know its max drawdown is $670. I know those are possible, and they will happen to me. Based on statistics, those things will happen to me. It will happen, and I'm comfortable with that. But it's important to know that, right? Because that's how you know what size you need to take. All right, we are long, by the way. We just longed this candle as it's breaking it down levels. We're up immediately a little bit, but obviously not close to selling yet. We're actually looking up here right now for sells. About to sneeze. I feel a sneeze coming on. What's max green? You mentioned red set plus 600. What do you mean max green? There's no such thing as max. Well, the max pull up would be what it's made over the last, X amount. I mean, there's no such thing as max pull up. This is what it's made, right? Your max pull down, like I think it's here. This is where you lose. You lose $672 right here. But look, if you're talking about the largest single trade wins, 130 bucks. Largest single trade wins much smaller than largest single trade loss. But that's just how it works, how the system works, right? It will be, Andy. Cheers. But hey, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub this morning, Andy. Catch you tomorrow, brother. Alrighty, here we go. Nice push. We're almost back to break even on the day with this push. We're not really close to selling yet, though, so not time to get excited. Remember, I said this yesterday, but everybody loves to say, what's the favorite strategy? What's the favorite thing of stock traders on Twitter? You don't lose money until you sell, right? Guess what? You also don't make any money until you sell. People, you need to consider that too, right? I haven't made any money in this trade. I'm up 35 bucks. I haven't made $1 though. Thanks to Iran. Yeah, Iran has helped a lot. Iran ran, I don't know exactly what he did, but he ran some kind of software against the variables that found the most profitable. So like instead of manually typing them in, he ran a software that figured out which variables, which bars back, which SMA to use, that made it the most profitable. So yeah, huge shout out to him for sure. Very, very helpful. That is the best upside of giving this code away is that I open sourced it, right? When I gave this code away for free, that then allows other people in the community to help make it better, right? Which is awesome. It's really, really cool. Alrighty, we are up $42 in this trade. We're back to green on the day, but once again, we're not actually back to green until I sell, and we're not selling yet. Is there text-to-speech for bits donations? Yes. If it's over $1. I think it has to be over $1, like over 100 bits, but yes. Oof. Oof. Woo! Nice push. This just got very close to becoming a sell candle. I actually think it did. Oh, now it definitely did. So close of this candle, we are out in 25 seconds. Close of this candle, we are out in 25 seconds. Very, very nice push. And this is why we started, well, this is why. The reason we did it is because we saw the P&L went way up. But this is why the P&L went way up. Still longing even below this SMA. Wow, $70 trade right now. 8 seconds left and then we're out. I'm out here. Sick. Sick win. Okay, this is a long candle, I do believe. Yep, we are long here. We are long at 447.15. Since the candle started breaking down some of these levels, we did get long. Another immediate push in our direction. That's nice. Once again, you don't make any money until you sell. Fund is more risk because you can't trade it intraday. Can you not? What's the process for buying and selling mutual funds? My 401k is in mutual funds because unfortunately, that's all my company offers is mutual funds. How do you go about buying and selling them? They price at end of day? Really? Really? So like if Black Monday happens, SPY drops 10%, there's nothing you can do about it until close? Fuck that. That doesn't sound fun. Although, maybe on a SPY down 10% day, it's probably not the day you want to be selling anyway. Okay, we are not out yet, but we're close. We're close. Needs to break up some of these levels. It's looking up here to break these levels for sell. So we're all agreeing that mutual funds blow? No, they do not blow. They are very good for people who don't care nor have time to look into stocks. But all of yous that are watching a stock streamer or watching this video, you obviously have time and do care. So you all should probably be trending a little bit less away from mutual funds, right? And once again, this is all just an opinion. I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong in this, and somebody can say I am, and that's fine. Do what you want. It's your fucking money, right? I feel like people think too often that like when I say stuff, it's like, oh, Trey, that's not the one. Dude, it's your money, bro. Like, I'm not telling you to do shit. I'm telling you to do anything, ever. It's your money. Please, for the love of God, do what you want to do. Okay, pushing up a little bit here. We're back up over $40 on the day. Close, but this is not yet a trigger sell candle. Oh, dude, I'm liking this like jam, like harder rock workout music in the background while we trade. I like it. We're listening to Let the Bodies Hit the Floor while we're trading right now. I know you guys on YouTube can't hear it, but it's kind of fucking hype. It's kind of hype. 15 seconds, this bar closes, and if it closes here, the next bar will be a trigger candle. Ooh, if this bar pushes up a little bit more, this is going to be the trigger candle. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Wherever this bar closes, we're out. This bar is now a trigger candle. We are selling the close of this bar. Accidentally bought puts instead of calls in the last trade. Classic. Cut it quickly. Yeah. You probably want to have two screens open, like two side-by-side charts with active traders with calls and puts, so that you don't have to switch them every time. Because if you had to switch them every time, I definitely see how you can make that mistake. You should like have your calls always on the left and your puts always on the right, so that you know, you kind of start to get muscle memory which side you're clicking is doing what. Speaking of options, I know I get asked a lot. Options are definitely a consideration for me with this strategy. Once I grow the account a little further away from 25K, we're over 26K now in the account, which is awesome. Just recently breaking 25K. But okay, we are out here on this nice little pop at the end as well. Yep. Oh, come on. Broke down a little bit before I got in. Shoot. Got a little bit worse of a fill there than the system did. But we are now short for 47.72. A lot of trades this morning. Once again, this happens because when we're below the SMA, we are longing and shorting. So this is going to happen. Whenever futures are red, you're going to see a lot more trades out of me, out of my system. But back in short. That candle just gave SPY high a day. I think every short we've got into is high a day, eventually roll back over. So let's see what happens here. Fidelity Magellan Mutual Fund had an average 29% annual return from 1979 to 1990. Jesus. Dude, money used to be so easy. Money used to be so easy. That's about the same time that CD rates were at like 8% a year or some shit. You just put your money in a bank CD and get paid guaranteed 8%. Now CD rates are like 0.25% for 3 years. Like CD rates are so shit now. Like saving for retirement has come a lot harder. Not to mention that I don't think any of us in our 20s are getting any of our Social Security. That's what they've always told us, at least. Is that true? My grandparents just tell me that all the time. That I'm probably getting none of my Social Security that I've been paying for. Here we go. Back to break even in this trade. If I had $2 million or so, I'd just buy SPY on dips for long term and cash out on portions yearly for a salary. Yeah, or just buy a dividend stock. It's even easier, Paul, to just buy a dividend stock. Buy a solid company that pays a decent, like AbbVie. We looked at AbbVie earlier. It's been raising its dividend for 65 years, and it pays, what, a 3.5% interest rate? Go buy AbbVie. Go buy $2 million worth of AbbVie. The dividend payouts you get are enough to live off of, and you could give a flying F what happens to the $2 million investment at that point, really. You could really care less. As long as they keep raising their dividends, which they've been doing for the last 65 years, you're relatively safe there. You will get Social Security without a doubt. However, your 10K monthly Social Security checks won't go very far 30 years from now. And we'll see. That's true too. And we'll see what inflation does until I get to retire. Who knows, man? Who knows? The system. I mean, hell, this system has already made me a much better trader. I'm not making full-time money yet. I think we're all well aware of that. But we keep trading. It keeps doing well. We keep sizing up. Who knows? Who played ALLG? Sorry, I started focusing on just the SPY chart. Oh, CENN is still pushing. ALLG? Hello? Was there news? This looks like a pump. I would be very careful with this thing. It does look like a pump that's turned into a momentum stock, so it can still go crazy, but if it doesn't have news, I would be very careful. Excuse me. Okay, we're up $15 in this trade, and close to this being a trigger cover bar, but not quite yet. This is not quite a trigger bar for cover yet. It's SPAC closure? What does that mean? Oh, the merger closed. The SPAC merger closed. I got you. Any advice on explaining ETFs to a 95-year-old lady? When you buy more of one stock, your risk goes down. Wait, more of one stock. Diversification. Buying one company is risky because it could go to zero. Buying an ETF that tracks 20 companies, less risky, because if that one company goes to zero inside the ETF, you're still okay. I mean, it's going to go down some, but you'll still be okay. Does that help at all? I don't know would a 95-year-old understand that? I think so. Okay, this is now a cover candle. Ooh. Did you guys see that, by the way? Started pumping. Everybody and their mother who was short was going, oh my God, panic. The system wasn't. Ripped back down. Got our cover. Very sick. And from the ashes we rise, chat. We were down $100. Now we are up $61.60. Alrighty, those were some of the recorded trades from this morning. As you may have noticed, I skipped over a couple. I tried to show you guys just the ones with the biggest moves, both down and up. But you got to see there that we were down over $100 in that first trade we took, right? We were down over 100, no panic selling, chilling, rocking with the system. Of course, the system ends up getting out down about $60. I think we were in that first trade. And then we grinded our way all the way back up to at the end of our live day traded recording session being up $60, a little over $60, which is really nice. Now, without further ado, I know what you guys are waiting for. Let's go ahead and bring it over the rest of the day. We're going to close up today $90.50. I said we took a lot of trades. Like, Trey, you said you took a lot of trades off camera. What do you mean? You only made $30 more? Yeah. It was a very, very just kind of whipsaw-y day for SPY, as you might be able to tell just from the movement. But just a lot of trades that just we would win, lose, win, lose. Like, it's just a lot of back and forth today. But hey, we made another 30 bucks off camera. We're up 90. I'm not going to sit here and complain. I do really, really want to point to this trade. I know during that first trade, I was talking about how stop losses, every stop loss I've tried has made this system worse. I know the worst part about this system is that, kind of like that first trade, although it ended up not losing too much by the end. So maybe that is a good example, but this system can get stuck in large down moves. I want to point out this trade I took at 12:07 Eastern this afternoon on SPY. It entered at 447.38. We went all the way down to 446.40. We were down a point in this trade. We didn't end up selling until 447.21. The system's not panicking. The system's not, oh my God, panic, flush, stop loss. Every stop loss I could think of coding would have been stopped out down here, would have ate the $60, $70 loss. Instead, we're selling about 80 cents higher, so we made an extra $50, $60 from this low up at 447.21. So that's just an example, and I'm still not saying stop losses are impossible, but I really, really do think that's why this strategy thrives, in that it doesn't use stop losses. It allows the markets to come back to it. It allows these moves to come back in its direction before it exits. I really think that's the upside to the strategy. I know that also breeds the larger down moves. I know that can happen, but as long as over time, by the way, speaking of, as long as over time our P&L is still doing this, we can, it's okay to have some large losses, right? And this is, once again, this is why I show you guys my trader view statistics, why I want to show you guys my real P&L curve, why I want to show you my forward testing, to show you that it's not BS, right? We are making money. We're still trending in the right direction. I know we can catch big days, but we're still trending in the right direction now so far. We almost have a month of data. This first day was February 27th that we started trading the system. Well, I guess February 28th was the first day. Today is March 23rd. So nearly a month worth of data in, and we're up $582. And remember, actually, half of this data was on smaller share size as well. So it would be up a little bit more if we were trading 75 shares the whole time. So it's been a really, really nice time, just kind of grinding away, obviously still working in the right direction. Let's go to the detailed. As you can see here, 66% win rate still. Very, very good. Our average daily gain loss, 32.35. That means every day we log in, we expect to $32.35. Obviously, there's going to be red days. There's red days taken into that as well. But another nice win today, $90. And like I said in the video, the one day stuff doesn't matter though. Even if it's a great day, even if, oh my God, Trey, you made 200. I don't want to use that as an excuse for you guys not to batter me on large red days. Also on this day that I made, it made almost $200. I don't want you guys going, oh, I don't want, emotions work both ways. Let's put it that way. Don't batter me on the huge red days. Don't go crazy on the huge green days either. You're going to get huge green days sometimes, just like you get huge red days. But it's one day. This is what matters, right? Your equity curve over time, and hell, this isn't even quite a month yet. Let's wait till we get 12 or 6 months at least of data here to see what it really looks like, what the data and statistics really start to look like, right? That's what matters. That's what I try to teach you guys so much, and what's so important. And something beginner traders really struggle with, not being results-oriented, one, and especially super short-term results-oriented. One day, nothing, means nil. Hell, even in the long grand scheme of things, I'm here to trade as my career. What is 1 month? What is 1 month of your career? Even this could be considered short-term results oriented, but especially one day, and hella, especially one trade. So many people get hung up in this, like, oh, I took my system lost badly on one trade. I got to change the system. It's just something I really try to harp. I really try to press forward to you guys. Hopefully I'm helping some people out there grasp that idea. Some beginners out there grasp that idea. But anyway, I'm ranting now. Trey, the video is already almost an hour long. Go ahead and wrap it up. If you did enjoy, please, if you made it this far, you must have enjoyed it at least a little. Take the half-second, scroll down, hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. If you're new around here, please hit that red subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000. That's awesome. Thank you very much. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out today's video. I will catch you all in the next one.